Awesome. Yes. Good old school equipment there too. Like I know, lots of jokes made about modern DJs where they're like faking it, and I don't think so. I think it looks like there's pretty legit stuff going on there.
Yeah, I figured that this would be right up your alley because you're like, oh yeah, I know what those things are and do.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I tell you,
it's the same thing. Like Orson Scott Card, I think it was, said that like technology, far enough distance from people's knowledge just becomes magic.
Right.
So that's like what it is to me. I'm like, well, those are just like they're making magic glyphs.
Right.
With their fingers on this Ouija board.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think that guy plays Ouija board. Yeah. Whereas I was like, that looks like a Nord Red, which it was, and then I was like, I can't tell what that is, and I want to know, like, could I get a shot from behind so I can see what the equipment's called?
I would have trouble dancing to this, not because of the music, but if I got too close to the DJs, I would just like put my elbows up on the stage and just be staring at them. It's surprisingly mesmerizing.
Yeah.
To watch them work, and I'd never seen it before until I watched this video. I've all of their albums, and I like their music quite a bit, but I'd never actually seen them make music before.
Yeah,
which is really cool.
I've never seen them before, so hey, look, old white guys. So it's great,
right?
Yeah,
that's going to be a recurring theme.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know. Did you see the part where the bassist tried to put a hat on and knocked his headphones off?
Yes, there's comments about it in the comments.
It is really funny to watch because it's like he's playing very minimally and not on much of the track. So looks like he drinks water. At one point, it's like, is that a juice box? I don't know what's going on. And then it's like, I put a hat on. Like, I got to look cool. I don't know.
He's like a family friend, and they were like, just give him a bass guitar so he feels like he's participating.
Yeah, yep. So very cool. Really good music.
I felt like this was a good way to end because it felt like sort of the purest expression of the idea.
Yeah.
Yes. You're not necessarily. I mean, you could argue that Bangarang, the first song, is the most sort of like high energy, kind of club number. But I felt like this one was really the most distilled of the idea.
Yeah, what was great about it, Matt, for me was just 4 really different takes that are all electronic and all within the Red thought idea at the same time. So it was really, pretty impressive amount. That's why you have to make up new genres every album,
right?
Because it is really distinct, and there's a lot of room within.
Yeah, and I really I felt early on, I thought this could get really boring if I stuck to one genre, but then I realized, of course, how diverse of an expression it is. And so I think you're going to find that's true on all 3, when we do Green and Blue, that none of them, it's like, I've already heard this,
This reminds me of the story I was going to tell really quick. Mark Gunderson, Trademark G, played a concert, a show at Geek Fest at Wild Goose. Mm-hmm. And he has a big device that projects. It's like a touch screen for him, but it's also, you can see through it and you see it from the other side. And he live mashes up songs and you watch him move them around in real time. And so like bringing multiple tracks together and like beat matching, like adding other track and drum elements in. And so it's all on a computer, but it works really cool as a performance. Yeah. Kind of just keep it rolling. And he'll be like, hey, what do you guys want to hear? So we're like, Britney Spears. He's like, cool. Wow, Britney Spears. And what else? Queen, you got it. Like just all at the same time, like making stuff happen on the fly. So,
I love
it. Have you heard of Trademark G or the Evolution Control Committee?
No.
Look it up. Super old, arguably invented the concept of a mashup.
Oh, okay.
And from Columbus. So.
Oh, cool.
I see him at shows all the time.
I do have to say, just as a local shout out, I really wanted to include RJD2, who's local and does, but like it wasn't quite what he does. Didn't feel electronic enough to me. It definitely felt like the work of a brilliant DJ, but kind of more like Moby's Play album, where like a lot of it is like just kind of mixing together various samples, and it just didn't quite fit the experiment.
Not
but
enough
I would be
electronic.
I would be remiss if I didn't throw out RJD2 as somebody who's been around for a long time, is local, and does amazing work.
Absolutely, yes. To all of our Columbus fans, check those guys out. And because music is international, for everyone all around the globe who's enjoying this as we post it, I just encourage you to look those guys up as well.
Absolutely.
You know what's going to be great, Matt? One day, like, this thing is going to hit, like, in, like, 60 years. It's like a relic of a time. And all these comments are going to make sense.
That's right. One of us will do something either, like incredibly important or, like, criminal.
Yes.
And this will get dug up, and then suddenly be
Let's shoot for both.
And either way, whether that's right, whether it's a huge impact we make, positive or negative, people will look back at this and say, "Oh, it makes sense."
Yeah. Oh, I follow. Well, Matt, thanks as always. What a great bite, like a taste for the series. I'm really excited for the rest of it. I love that you've imposed some extra restrictions on yourself for this one. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, cool.
See you next week for Green.
Sounds good.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.